It's week 4 of the 2031 season, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you got quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here at week 4. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And it's their 5th-year quarterback leading the charge.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 37. His first throw is an interception. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the 2-time MVP, Jaden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is...
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they bring him down. Looks like he got into the 27. It's a gain of 5, but they're still well behind the sticks. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And that will get them on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
This taken from the 12. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Dallas sending its offense out for the 2nd time this game. They threw the interception on their opening drive, Brock, but that's right from their memory as they head back out now.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? When you throw that pick early, you've got to flush it. The defense helped with that, holding that offense on the other side to just a field goal and giving this offense now some hope as they take the field again.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Hand off to the back. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Another carry for him. Stiff arm success. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Pass play on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he winds up out of bounds with things not settled yet, so we've got a flag down.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Things got a little too carried away there, and we are not surprised at all to see the flags fly and the penalty called.
Automatic first down.
Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. They motion the tight end over. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys pull ahead 6-3 in the first. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air. In any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
So after a second look, they say he did not break the plane. No touchdown. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys pull ahead 6-3 in the first. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Fielded at the 7. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Into the hands of Pence. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That was Micah Parsons making that play. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, Daniels. Throw left side, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Into traffic, complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Play fake here, Daniels. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. To throw, Daniels. He has the first over the middle. And that's a Washington touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders push their lead to 3.
Commanders 10, Cowboys 7.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. This is taken in at the 13. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he lost the football. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
The Commanders all set to regain possession. And the turnover puts them right back out there. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Daniels finds him on the slant. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And this one does not go far. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throwing from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they're going to take over possession. Daniels on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. They get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. He's got it over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. Give now to the running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 11. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 1 quarter down for these 2 NFC East teams. Just a field goal separates these 2. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They start out with 3rd and 4. Now Daniels to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go play action here. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They're going play action. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's completed right side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Throwing now off play action. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys take a 2nd quarter lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Complete out to the right. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to drive up past the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. From the 43. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
From the 37. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And 4th and 4 coming up. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Middle of the field, got his man, it's Pitts. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. All set up now for 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and just 2 to go. Out of the gun, Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's going to be 4th and short. So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commander's territory. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Going ground here. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started. I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
I know we see these kickers make kicks from this distance all the time, but it never ceases to be impressive. Everything's on the dot, and it's a big 3 points.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Commanders set to take over. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. On first down, they'll run. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Pitts brings it in. And he gets him around 6 there. That was Micah Parsons making that play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Daniels now. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd and 6 coming up here. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Commanders trailing in the early going. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, Daniels to the air. Finds the in route complete. And he works this to the 38 before going down. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Commanders will have a 1st. New set of downs for him at the 38. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Handoff now from the gun. Across the 20, continuing to work. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. This throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. The Commanders take a timeout. They're 1st. To throw, Daniels. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Touchdown, Washington. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Commanders make it 17 all. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We've hit halftime, all tied up thanks to that late touchdown. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. Jordan Love has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. The Texans looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jamar Chase with a touchdown reception from Joe Burrow. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Option design here. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Nowhere to go with it, so Higgins throws it away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Daniels. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. New series coming up following the punt. And the offense ready to head back out onto the field. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. That throw finds Pickens. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. Oh, stiff arm. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll throw on first. This ball's caught by Pickens. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Options are open here. It's second and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the Commanders.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Here we go, second and 9. Completed here to Pickens. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? So this one flies out right around the 15-yard line. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Daniels. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 17. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Daniels on first down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be second down. Daniels from the pistol. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down. Now Daniels off to play action. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw now. Setting up the running back screen. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Now looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And we'll have a Cowboys field goal try coming up. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders returning their offense and this running back to the field. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Daniels back to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, Daniels. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Again, Daniels to the air. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Commanders will have a first. From the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. A.J. Terrell making that stop. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Play fake here. Daniels. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's running for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
He brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. He's dropping back to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They'll run here from the gun. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. A nice 7-yard pickup there. It's going to be 4th and 2. So out now comes the punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Fair catch made here at the 30. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's Commanders football, and they'll get to work coming into the quarter trailing. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it from the gun. A lot of grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. He completes it in traffic. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 19. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Let's go now. Go.
Design bootleg here. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. No nice on that prior pass. Here's second down. To throw, Daniels. And that's a Washington touchdown. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half and puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead.
Commanders 24, Cowboys 20.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. They give it to him again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back-to-back carries here. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
3rd down and 5.
Give now to the running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. Back to throw, needing a first. He's got a man left. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Now Daniels to throw. On the move, headed right. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Completed over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 27. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And that makes it 3rd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Trying again following the sack. Right side reeled in by Pitts. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Commanders holding a 4-point lead. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He'll throw it. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down. Back to throw it. Cut near the goal line. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 go. A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. It's across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders now lead by 10. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11.
Commanders 31, Cowboys 20.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Cowboys back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I could sound like a broke.
So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth.
Previous
And
play
they want to
is
take
under
one more
review.
look. Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
So the officials looked at it twice. The replay officials in New York agreed, and the call on the field's going to stand. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. It was there. He just couldn't corral it. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. To throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They'll run for this. And that might do it for him, Brock. Doesn't reach the marker as they turn it over on downs here in the 4th.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Commanders and this running back headed back out for a new series. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Hey,
Now a give on the counter. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He'll take a knee here as that clock approaches the 40 seconds remaining mark.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
A 35-yard attempt.
The kick by Hopkins is good, and that extends their lead to 14. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Dallas.